Well, coming in, I know this is a big year for you. I mean, now that it's actually over, I know you kind of had the run with Greenville, then you come up here, but now that there's nobody else playing and you're not on the ice anymore, how do you kind of feel how it went?
Yeah, I thought it was an awesome season. I thought it was huge to come back from the injuries kind of that I had the year and a quarter before that, and to come back and have a career year personally with wins and other statistics. I thought that was everything I was looking to prove right at the start of the season, which started with rookie tournament and rookie camp, and I was really happy that I kept that momentum going. I started there basically throughout the whole season.
When you look back, I remember talking to you at rookie camp this past year, and it was an AHL deal, kind of another stepping stone for you to get some more games. And when you look back on what your expectations were for this season, how do you measure up your success of the year to those expectations?
Yeah, I think I hit all my goals. I would say I think my biggest goal was to sign an NHL contract at some point throughout the season. And that was really, I actually wrote it down in my journal before the season with a couple other goals. And obviously one being staying healthy for the whole season. And sometimes you can't control that. But I mean, when you get the opportunity to stay healthy and, have a really good year like last year, as much as it was tough not playing, there was a lot of stuff off the ice that I was able to do and develop at. And, coming in, I really thought I measured up and hit all my goals. And I think that's the biggest thing, which is important personally as a competitor, to just know that you're taking steps forward and you're getting the right things done. And I think you can just now expand those goals for next year with some things in mind.
With that being said, I remember back at rookie camp you said that you wrote something to prove on your mask. What do you think you proved about yourself in your game this year?
Yeah, I think the biggest thing that I proved, tried to prove to everyone that I'm still here and I'm a legitimate NHL prospect. I know other guys came into the organization, we've had other goalies, and I don't think I've been able to get my name to the top of those lists yet. And I think this season should really open people's eyes wherever that is. And I know I'm a legit NHL prospect and have the capability of playing that league, and it's just a matter of staying healthy and continuing to play games. And that was probably the number one thing, that with something to prove, what I was really trying to prove effectively.
How healthy are you right now? I mean, are you feeling good to have a full off season of workouts right now?
Yeah, I'm ready to go. Honestly, I'm really excited. Gonna take a week off here, and it was funny enough, when I was third string for playoffs here, I actually started a week of my summer training with Andre, our strength coach, and that was nice to just kind of get 1 week under the belt, and gonna take a week off here, 2 weeks off, and then kind of just flow right into the summer. I mean, body's feeling really good, really healthy, so obviously knock on wood, we'll keep that rolling. But yeah, really excited for the summer.
One of the themes we've talked about a few times this year has been that whole binder crew. You, Dotes, Akil. What was it like not only for you to stay healthy, but to see those guys stay healthy? And they probably had the most productive seasons of their careers too.
Yeah, I think that's just a testament to all the work everyone put in last year. I mean, nobody really saw us, but we were kind of in the shadow realms doing our thing, and everyone was working really hard. And for Dotes to have a really good season like he had this year, and just the way he started it with all those goals, and he's a really good player, and so really happy for him in that sense. And then obviously Akil to break into the NHL, and I think there's some things that held him back from being there full time that I don't think he can control, which I think he should have been there full time the rest of the way. But stuff you can't control, and then obviously going into next year, I think he's got a really good shot of making that team. And I was really happy to see him break through. And like I said, it's all about staying healthy and kind of getting the bounces too sometimes. So both of those guys had fantastic seasons.
Obviously, you've been both here and in Greenville this season. So when you go back to Greenville, how closely do you keep in touch with those guys?
Yeah, those guys, a lot of my best friends are on this team. So, there's a wedding we're going to this summer, and groomsmen for that. So, all these guys are my best friends. So it's really easy to keep in connection with them if it's a FaceTime or texting. It was actually kind of funny. Early in the season, Akil and I used to text each other before like every game, and it would just be like good luck, or even he's gonna tell me he's gonna get 3 tonight or something like that, and just kind of pumping our tires up to ourselves sometimes and sending it, and just kind of manifesting good games early on. And it might sound weird or gimmicky, but for two guys that hadn't played the whole season before, you kind of got to build your own confidence up before games yourself sometimes. So yeah, that was an interesting little thing we were doing.
This was a new year for the goaltending department. For you, you'd worked with Adam Brown before, so when you're here, you got a good familiarity with him. A little bit different with the rest of the organization, new goaltending coaches coming in. What was that like for you, kind of maybe shaking up the voices a little bit, having it be a little bit of a different structure in the goaltending department?
Yeah, I think it was awesome. I mean, two new guys, Mike Buckley and Danny Tyrone, they came in, and obviously we missed Millsy. He was out scouting, and he's working his butt off this year too. But yeah, I mean, with Brownie, it's pretty seamless. I've known him, worked with him in Greenville for 2 years before that. So, he's a really good goalie coach, really good mind for the game as well. And, having Danny in Greenville, I thought was huge, especially for my development. Getting out there, getting the goalie skates, really, really liked how he structured everything. I thought he did a fantastic job. Working with me and just really helping me throughout the year. And Bucks up in the NHL it was really cool. They're all just great people. I think that's the biggest thing. And if it's a text here and there, a couple things just make you feel more welcomed. And I think that's a really important thing to make guys feel comfortable. And he did a couple of those things for me early on in the season. It just kind of shows that they care and they're looking out for you. So
this part of that whole structure, and we don't talk about it a lot, but having Danny kind of be based in Greenville as opposed to Brownie, who was in Greenville but he was scouting, how much did that help, just having someone that was consistently there, that was a little bit more dedicated in that position?
Yeah, I think that helped a ton. Just having him around the rink, or even if it's just grabbing dinner or lunch and just being able to go over things, I thought that was really important. It was good when Brownie was there. It was awesome, but then you'd go away and you kind of miss him, So you don't want them to ever kind of leave you. So, it was really nice when Danny would be there, and he was kind of, he could see the grind. Sometimes when they're not there all the time, they don't really know the travel or the games or just what's kind of been going on. It's kind of right then and now, and when Danny's there, he can really kind of see and feel for us and just kind of understand the whole picture of what's going on. So I think it makes a big difference.
Obviously, we were kind of just talking about this before we started the interview officially, but when you go back to the beginning of the season in rookie camp, and I remember talking to you then, you said that it really came all full circle for you to get going again with rookie camp. How did that kind of serve as a launching point for you this year?
Yeah, I think rookie camp's a really good tool to get yourself into it right away. I mean, you only have one practice with a whole new team, and then you're playing games. So, I mean, as a goalie, you're going to get a lot of work right away, and it can feel really stressful in the moment, and some of those things where you haven't played for a full summer, and now you're getting thrown in to a game, and you just want to play really well. There's a lot of people there from your organization, and a lot of people watching from other organizations too. So, it's a really good launching point to get yourself on the map. And, you obviously start with fitness testing too, but it's really your first impressions for everyone. And I think it's really important. But yeah, I mean, it was full circle. I don't even know how many camps I've been at for rookie tournament. We were talking about that, but I know my first one was in Vegas and my last one was in Vegas. So that definitely was full circle.
And you already kind of mentioned now already that you've kind of started that summer training program as well. So what does the summer look like for you as a whole?
Yeah, I definitely getting stronger. I mean, I think I have a pretty good layer and foundation, but yeah, it's going to be a lot of kind of conditioning, sprint work, and speed. And as goalie, I think that lower body strength is what's really important for us, and definitely working on a little bit more mobility and keeping the body limber. But yeah, those are the kind of 3 points that Andre kind of has me working on for the summer, and yeah, really excited for it.
Anything off the ice you got that you're looking forward to that you've got going on this summer?
Yeah, golf. I got a bunch of new golf stuff back home. New irons, wedges, driver, bag. So I'm really excited for it. And I get to see some of my buddies from back home, and even buddies that don't play with anymore. But it'll be really fun. That for sure will be the highlight of my summer. And then someone's wedding coming up too. So that should be fun.